Hi, I'm Jennifer Filla. Welcome to this edition of the Chat Bites member tip. Today it's going to be all about prospecting. I'm working on the Approach to Prospecting course, and right now I'm at the point where I'm making sure the homework makes sense, that it reinforces the different video tutorials. And I had a situation come up in my own consulting work where I was not applying the lessons learned in the Approach to Prospecting course. So the struggle was real, and I thought you might be able to learn from my mistakes and hear about a real case scenario for applying the information in the course. So this is about the rabbit hole. Prospecting is just one of the worst rabbit holes ever. You can just look and look and look and look forever and randomly and haphazardly, and if you don't have a method, it just gets out of control. And so one of the things that gets out of control is not just the looking, but managing the expectations around that looking. Not everyone is clear on how we do our work, and nor do they need to be, but we need to manage that expectation. So communication skills is part of the Approach to Prospecting course. And what I did not do with my clients, a new client, unfortunately, was to manage the expectations at the beginning. You hear all the time consultants talk about scope of work, right? It's almost like a special lingo, jargon in the field. And what it really means is that you are thinking through the whole project and communicating clearly all those expectations, and then getting agreement from the person who's requesting, the requester. And I did not do that well. There was a pivot very early in the relationship, and I didn't take the time to step out, lay out the process it would take to find new prospects. And the Approach to Prospecting course focuses on prospecting outside of the database because it's just so darn hard sometimes. Inside the database, we have some tools that we can use to speed up the process. We have wealth screenings, there's predictive modeling, there's just all kinds of stuff. We have more data points, we get to start with people we know. But when you go outside the database, like my project is, it can be really tough, and you can come across some surprises. So managing that sort of rabbit hole of expectations, whether usually people, in my case, there was an expectation that this would be very fast, that it was just a matter of searching a database and printing a list, and bada boom, there were those prospects. So why could it possibly take me, 15 minutes or longer per name? Oh, well, because we can never just print a list. There just isn't a database that has everything in it and that's searchable in a way that can print any kind of list for us. So once I get my first list of names, I need to then look at each of those names and make sure that they qualify in the way that fits this particular project and particular organization. So I didn't manage expectations up front, and it was a real struggle, very frustrating for both parties. And I take full responsibility for that situation because I sort of let us fall down that rabbit hole instead of following the instruction in the course and really laying it out and confirming the information in a way that would generate agreement from everyone and an understanding, especially around the deliverable, more jargon here, but what will that look like? Because for non-researchers, what does it look like? We're just talking about things in the cloud. Is it a report, or, how qualified are they? Can I contact? Can I pick up the phone as soon as I get your list? So I had really just not followed my own advice, paid for it painfully. And I hope that for you, if you're going to take that course or interested in the Approach to Prospecting course, now you have some real life, yes, this can hurt if you don't stop and really confirm the scope of that project and get agreement and buy-in. And in the course, we actually cover some communication tips, some ideas, different things that you can do, different ways you can talk to someone and kind of cushion those questions, etc., to really help ease that conversation for someone who doesn't need to know every step you're going to take to find those prospects, but needs to have the expectations managed. So I hope that that's helpful to you, taking the time to really lay out a prospecting project, because it is so foreign, so mysterious to those who don't do research. And those are the people we need to support and turn into superhero rock star fundraisers. Thank you for taking the time to learn with me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon around the Prospect Research Institute.